The Leap of Nobility, the tale of the Frog Prince. Once upon a time, in a kingdom of vast emerald forests and glistening sapphire lakes, a small and vibrant creature known as Frederick the Frog resided. This amphibious being lived near the water's edge, its skin a vibrant splash of greens and yellows blending perfectly with the aquatic vegetation. Despite its minuscule size and rather ordinary existence, a flame of desire flickered within Frederick's heart. The dream that consumed Frederick's thoughts, both day and night, was to transform into a majestic prince, not just a prince of the lily pads, but of the entire kingdom. Amidst Frederick's ever-present aspiration, a momentous incident occurred. One bright, sunny afternoon, while Frederick was hopping amongst the lily pads, a sight of pure bewilderment caught its eyes. A distressed damsel draped in a royal dress, with a crest of the kingdom embroidered on it, was wandering aimlessly near the edge of the forest. This was none other than Princess Penelope, known far and wide for her benevolent spirit and radiant beauty. Her azure eyes shimmered with unshed tears and her golden locks were knotted and unkempt. It seemed as though she had lost her way in the maze of the massive forest. With an innate impulse to assist, Frederick decided to approach the troubled princess. With his agile jumps and harmonious croaking, Frederick caught Princess Penelope's attention. Realizing the frog's intelligence, Penelope intimated her predicament through her expressions and gestures. Compassion welled up within Frederick, a compassion as profound as the deep azure lakes of their kingdom. The small frog resolved to guide the lost princess back to her royal abode. This quest was not as simple as it seemed. The way back to the castle was fraught with peril. However, with a resolute spirit, Frederick embarked on the journey, hopping from one lily pad to another, taking the princess through safe passages and away from the lurking dangers of the forest. The first significant hurdle they encountered was a raging river, blocking their path. Its waves were monstrous, threatening to engulf any creature that dared to cross it. The turmoil was too much for Princess Penelope to handle on her own, but Frederick, being an amphibian, was in its element. Harnessing its natural swimming skills, Frederick navigated through the river's fury with the princess clinging to its back. With every stroke, Frederick pushed against the current, its tiny muscles straining but never faltering. Each moment was a testament to its determination, a dance with death that brought them closer to their destination. Once they crossed the raging river, their path led to the Black Woods, a part of the forest known for its impenetrable darkness. Known to harbor creatures of the night, the Black Woods instilled fear in the bravest of hearts. Yet, Frederick showed no signs of retreat. Guiding Princess Penelope, it hopped through the gnarled roots and past the eerie silence, eyes focused and ears alert for any impending danger. Within the blackened shadows, an enormous snake slithered, its malicious intent clear in its menacing hiss. The creature lunged, its gaping mouth ready to swallow our amphibious hero. However, Frederick proved its mettle by outsmarting the snake. Using its swift agility, the frog led the snake into a tangled mess of thorny bushes, effectively entrapping the snake while making an escape with Princess Penelope. Their journey was nearing its end when they encountered the last and most treacherous hurdle, a wide chasm. Its depth was unfathomable, a direct fall into it spelled certain doom. With no other path available, the only way forward was to cross this foreboding gap. Frederick gazed at the chasm, anxiety creeping over its usually determined countenance. For the first time, the small frog seemed daunted by the challenge. However, the sight of the distressed princess and the memory of their journey reignited the flame of resolve in its heart. Summoning all the strength Frederick had left, the frog readied itself. With Princess Penelope clinging on to its back, Frederick made a gigantic leap of faith. Time seemed to stand still as they sailed through the air, the deafening silence of the chasm ringing in their ears. After what seemed like an eternity, they landed on the other side, their bodies shaking but spirits triumphant. Exhausted yet elated, Frederick led Princess Penelope out of the treacherous forest and into the comforting familiarity of the castle grounds. The sight of the princess sparked a wave of relief among the kingdom's populace. Cheers of joy filled the air as Princess Penelope introduced her savior to her royal parents, King Arnold and Queen Veronica. Amidst the grandeur of the castle and the admiration of the kingdom's denizens, Frederick felt an odd sense of unease. The dream that had been a constant companion suddenly seemed trivial. Frederick had hoped that by performing an act of bravery, by being a hero, it would transform into a prince. But standing there, amidst the applause, the frog realized that it still remained a frog. A sudden insight dawned upon Frederick. It was not the crown or the throne that made a prince. It was the nobility of deeds, the courage to face adversities, and the compassion to help others in need. Even without the physical transformation, Frederick had proven to be a prince in the truest sense. Moved by Frederick's bravery and wisdom, King Arnold decided to honor the heroic frog. With a wave of his royal scepter, he declared, "For the bravery shown and the wisdom within, let Frederick be known as the Frog Prince, honored among our knights, from this day forth." A round of applause echoed in the grand hall, a cheer of acceptance that warmed Frederick's heart. That day, Frederick understood that it had always been a prince, not by birth, but by deeds. Even today, the tale of Frederick the Frog Prince echoes through the kingdom. It is a tale of courage, compassion, and the realization that nobility lies not in crowns but deeds.